Good morning, everyone. Good morning, good morning. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center on a balmy 12-degree morning. Today is the 23rd of January. The new administration is in, this is the third day. Anyway, that's a bright thought for you first thing in the morning. The moon is in Scorpio, and it's in Scorpio pretty much for the rest of the day. Here on the East Coast, it moves into Sag at 11:30 p.m. And so we still have that energy of deep probing, getting to the bottom line energy. Today we actually have an interesting group of things happening, and it's happening with Mercury, which is the planet of communication, Mars, the planet of action, and Uranus, the planet of shock and awe. Also the planet of the unusual, the surprising. Can we get surprised even more? I guess we're going to find out. So we start with a sextile between Mars and Uranus. Uranus tends to sort of be out of the box, is willing to go places that, sort of go against the status quo, as it were. And so we have Uranus making a sextile to Mars, Uranus in Taurus, Mars in Cancer. This sextile is one in which the lines of communication are open, so we might find ourselves talking about unusual things. We also today have an opposition between Mercury, which is in pragmatic, traditional Capricorn, moving direct, so it is moving forward, opposite Mars retrograde in Cancer. Mars retrograde we can feel like we're regressing in Cancer around issues of safety and security. It's interesting because Mars right now is sitting right on the 47th Venus-Saturn conjunction. That conjunction in his chart is why he's such a scaredy cat and why he feels like he never gets any love, even though he gets more love than probably he certainly deserves. But, that's my opinion. It's probably not an astrological opinion. But we might find that people are speaking out against it. Not the media, not them, but the folk. And then later in the day, we have a trine between the very same Mercury and Uranus. So we have this sort of configuration where Uranus is bringing in the energy of the unusual and really kind of the progressive. Uranus is a progressive energy, out of the box solutions. So there's a lot of maybe sort of new, different ways of looking at things and ways of combating inequality and ridiculousness. So that's what's going on. So we have a cloudy day today. It's I think I looked at this at 11 or 12 right now degrees. Luckily it's not windy, so I can actually stand out here. But hell hath freezing over, at least here on the East Coast where, Washington is. And California is still burning. And we had, 100 of these silly orders from Trump, most of which are illegal and against the Constitution. Declaring there are two sexes. I mean, who's the president of the United States to make that declaration? It's just absolutely absurd. But I'm not sure we expected anything less absurd than we're getting. It's important at this time to take care of yourself, first and foremost. Make sure that all your needs are met. Make sure that you are safe as best you can be safe. Connect with others of like mind. Gather your community, whatever that may be, because there is a good fight to be fought. But I feel right now we just sort of have to observe, see what's going on. There is a sense of, at some point I think we have seen how man's justice has failed us. Thank you, Merrick Garland. I was on your side till the very end, Merrick Garland, because I thought perhaps the Scorpio in you would be brave enough to really show us what was going on, but perhaps that exposes too much. Keeping in mind, I believe Merrick Garland was part of the Federalist Society, although I don't think he was particularly evil in this. I think he was just, afraid, perhaps. Anyway, here we are. I am looking forward to when it warms up. I'm looking forward to the garden. But I will say, I'm glad we got a little snow, even though it wasn't much. And then we have all this cold weather because the snow does protect the roots of the plants. So the bitter cold is bad, but if there's no snow cover, it's even worse. So that's your little gardening tip for the day. All right, guys, I am going to get going. I'm going to go back into the house and warm myself up. I wasn't lying. It is, looks like, is that 14? Woo! Oh, that's 13. 14, does it really matter? Between 13 and 14 degrees. Not to my ears or fingertips. All right, guys, take care of yourselves, please. Much love. Mystic Sisters on Saturday will be on Ona's channel, I believe. Can you believe I've lost count on that? For those of you who are waiting for my membership, I haven't gone into the. I actually have to see when that boot camp is happening. Hopefully, I didn't miss it. Oh, anyway, this is the stuff that makes me nuts. Among other things. All right. Take care of yourselves, everyone. Much love. Namaste.